Dear blockchain and crypto trader and community, welcome to this weekly news of the week video provided by Teroxx, and this is what we're gonna talk about today. First of all, I have 5 hot news coming along with cryptos, as well as to talk the digital ID platform for Brazilian banks, as well as that BitMEX invests in another crypto exchange. Bitfinex shuts down. What happened over there, we will discuss and analyze, as well as that Tron's CEO Justin Sons went a lunch with Warren Buffett. And last but not least, we will talk about Facebook's discussion with the CFTC about its stablecoin. And now let's head over to the news. Let us start with the top 5 crypto news of this week. And how you may know, Telegram had collected tons of money. It was $1.6 billion in the token sale, and it was completely not official due to they had huge investors. And now they say that the open network is slated for Q3. So here we can see that Telegram worked a lot in the background, and now we can see what will happen over here. And we can see the first output or the first outcome very soon. Binance rolls out the beta platform, partnered with crypto lending firm Creed. And yeah, how you can see, Binance has released a beta version of its revamped exchange platform accessible to users at beta.binance.com. And this version features an upgraded user interface and also confirms that Binance is working on margin trading functionality. So here you can see that these two hot news were quite bullish and quite good for the cryptos. The exchanges are working to get more and more professional, to getting into other fields of trading, and Telegram, of course, not want to have anything forgotten about their collected money. The IOTA Foundation outlines, the IOTA Foundation has announced the new plans, which is the removal of the coordinator, a central node run by the foundation that currently ensures IOTA's Tangle network is operating as intended. And due to IOTA does not use a blockchain architecture, something that a lot of people always saying it's not good about IOTA. They always say that it's necessary to make a distributed ledger that is decentralized, scalable, and feeless. And however, this is a new milestone for IOTA if they can implement or if they can change this. We can talk about that only 1.3% of Bitcoin economic activity is related to merchants. Just 1.3% that the BTC economic transaction are related to merchants. So basically, these merchant services include companies like BitPay and all the other stuff coming along. So basically, here you can see that a lot of people just using Bitcoin in the crypto space and not changing it to fiat currencies. Last but not least, there is a discussion about what would your return on investment be if you bought 1,000 worth of BTC each month in the last year. So basically each month you're buying for 1,000 BTC, and what would you have right now? And here you can see that if you would have invested $12,000 over the whole year, because you can see the last year the market went down a lot before it started to moon again. But if you can see over here, with this total investment of 12,000, you would have accumulated 2.33 BTC, which now is worth around 20,000. So basically, that's an impressive 69% return, and your investment would have been underwater for most of the strategy. So basically 8 months, you would have been a lot with the ROI dipping all the way. At its lowest point, so the ROI would have been at 0.66, and then, how I said, 2018 was a tough bear market, and then with the mooning, you would have get a good outcome on this. Now let's talk about the Brazilian banks wants to implement new Hyperledger powered digital ID platform, and this is quite interesting due to Brazilian banks wants to implement a standardized blockchain identity solution. And this is quite interesting. So over here you can see that they want to work together with IBM, and IBM is also investing huge in blockchain and cryptos. and that they want to have banks focused on blockchain, and that they should an interface to use this. And once launched, the platform is expected to be the first multi-institution banking solution powered by blockchain. And here you can see that there is a huge demand and a huge interest in having new solutions, easy solutions in banking system as well in all the other systems. And this is quite a good and bullish news due to Brazil is a huge country, and we can expect something good if this one's getting in these people's everyday life. Now let's talk about BitMEX Ventures invest in crypto exchange licensed by Philippine Central Bank. How you may know, BitMEX is one of the top exchanges when it comes to volume, and BitMEX is always or most of the time critics due to there are some points on this exchange which are not that nice, or which some people think it's something not well seen in the crypto market. But all in all, you can make your own perspective on BitMEX. But over here, BitMEX, because a lot of money collected over the years, wants to invest in a new exchange. And if BitMEX can have a governmental licensed crypto exchange in the Philippines, this would be, of course, the next step. Again, we have a professional market and a bullish and good market. So overall, the co-founder and CEO of Teroxx, Gabe, says a limited infrastructure in the country, he means the Philippines, has left consumers struggling to access financial products and services. So his vision is that through digital assets and blockchain, he want to even the playing field to give every Filipino from all walks of life the ability to grow their hard-earned wealth. What he means is that due to the bad infrastructure, a lot of people can't have access to banking solutions or to banking. Now they're saying about that if they can have a crypto exchange in the Philippines, online, easy accessible, everyone can invest or everyone can put his money into, and if the prices are going up, they can have even higher wealth and a higher outcome the bank or the banking infrastructure would never or could never give them. So this is quite interesting, and PDEX is working closely with regulators to ensure the safe and secure buying and selling of cryptocurrencies and other digital assets at the best price on the market. So let's see if BitMEX is doing so. This would of course be the next step to have BitMEX as one of the securest and best known exchanges and investors on this market. But let's see how this is working out good for the Philippines. This would be quite a good game. Crypto exchange Bitfinex temporarily shuts down deposits and withdrawals, and how you may know Bitfinex is in deep trouble. Bitfinex is in trouble with this Tether stuff. So basically, Bitfinex has temporarily shut down its services, according to a tweet published by themselves. So the tweet said that the change has temporarily paused deposits and withdrawals due to the outrage of one of their network providers. Funds are safe in cold storage, but the situation should be restored as soon as possible. So they said it will be around 3 or 4 hours. And Bitfinex CTO Paolo Arduino has posted links to the exchange hot wallets, so as to ensure the community that there is no outgoing token and that the funds were secure. So here you can see that Bitfinex is not that trusted due to the people wants to see the hot wallet as well, because even if the platform is shut down for 3 or 4 hours, they panicked and said, man, where are my funds? Are they safe? And whatever. So here you can see in deep trouble due to no one is really trusting them. And how you can see over here, as previously reported, Bitfinex and its affiliated stablecoin issue Tether were brought into full focus when at the end of April, the New York Attorney General Letitia James accused the two companies of covering up a $850 million loss that could have affected New York investors. So here you can see that Bitfinex is in deep trouble, how I said. And now let's see where it will go. But this is not a good news for Bitfinex if they're shutting down for 3 or 4 hours, whatever the reason is. Now let's talk about Tron's Justin Sun. He won the eBay charity auction with a bet of $4.57 million US dollars to have a lunch with Warren Buffett. And may you all know Warren Buffett is a huge investor in one of the world's richest men. And Justin's son always is playing these games, and Justin's son is a man attention from the media. And so here he invested in a lunch with Warren Buffett, and Warren Buffett once said that the cryptos are not safe, that cryptos are not the future. And may, when they meet on lunch, let's see what will happen. He can talk with Warren Buffett about cryptos, and may this can have a positive outcome for Tron as well as for the whole crypto market. So here you can see that in a statement, Sun emphasized the importance of contributing to a foundation whose work provides holistic programs for the local community. BitTorrent and Tron's US headquarters are in San Francisco, and bidding on this charity auction was a key priority for our team. I'm proud to have my bid donated to Glide, a foundation that provides critical support for our local homeless community. So on the one hand side, he's supporting homeless community with this bid. On the other hand side, of course, he can have a positive outcome for his company. All in all, quite a funny and good stuff. And now let's see what will happen over here. So, but this can be something that is very funny for the market. Last but not least, Facebook is discussing its stablecoin with the FTC, and how you may know, we discussed it already, that Facebook wants to have his own crypto, his own blockchain project. They worked hard. They revived the crypto ban on their platform and stuff like this. And now we can see that the cryptocurrency is definitely something they are working on. He added, "We are very interested in understanding it better. We can only act on an application. We don't have anything in front of us. So a lot of work to do. Facebook will need some time to do the job and to do the work, but they are working on this." And however, these conversations are in very early stage, so there's a lot of stuff to do. But if you're thinking about a global player like Facebook, it's just a matter of time when they have a good solution and a positive outcome on this. And how you can see, the firm has been talking to crypto exchanges as well. So over here, he talks with Gemini and Coinbase, also to American-based exchanges, and may they will list the stablecoin or whatever they will, or they just talk about that they are working together to help Facebook or something like that. I hope you like this news this week. The news were quite interesting in my opinion. They were quite bullish, and now let's see what will happen within the next week on these information I just gave you. So have a nice week. Stay positive, stay humble, and we will hear us next time when it comes to weekly news update provided by Teroxx.